Hello everyone, myself Shashi Kumari. I am a TGT Science from KV Air Force Station Sarsawa. In this video lesson, we will discuss about Science Chapter number 2 Nutrition in Animals of Class 7th. In this chapter, we will discuss different ways of taking food, digestion in human, digestion in grass-eating animals, and in the end we will conclude our chapter by discussing digestion in amoeba. So let's start. So first of all, we should know what is the meaning of this term nutrition. Nutrition is the mode of taking food by an organism and its utilization by the body. Students, you have already studied in chapter 1 that plants can prepare their own food. Plants uses carbon dioxide from air, water from soil, and light energy from sun. Green plants have chlorophyll pigment to capturing the light energy. All these components helps plant to prepare their own food. So what is this process called? Yes, this process is photosynthesis. Do all organisms can prepare their own food? Let's check. Animals that eat plant and their products for their survival are called as herbivores. The animals that eat other animals for their survival are called as carnivores. There are some other animals that eat both plants and other animals. These are called as omnivores. Yes, we humans are omnivores. So now let's discuss why food is required by living organism. Food is required for growth, repair, and functioning of body. Students, we are growing day by day. And the process of growth requires lot of energy. So, from where we are getting this energy? Just think. Yes, from the food which we eat. Similarly, whenever we get a cut, the injury gets healed itself after a few days. This process also requires energy. Various processes that are going in our body like digestion, excretion, nutrition, division of cells, blood circulation, they all require a lot of energy. So we must take a balanced diet every day because food is very important for our body. Now let's discuss various components of food. You have already studied in your class 6th that food consists of many components. These are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. Out of these 5 components of food, carbohydrates, proteins, and fats are complex components of food. Our body cannot utilize them directly. Their size are very large, so they require a conversion. So for conversion, there is a process called digestion. In digestion process, this complex food substances converts into the simple substances with the help of chemicals. As you can see, the complex components are converting into simpler form by the process of digestion. Let's discuss various modes of feeding. Snails eat their food by scraping. Similarly, ants do scraping and chewing. Eagle capture its prey and then swallow it. Animals like hummingbird, lice, and mosquito take their food by sucking. whereas butterfly do scraping and housefly do sponging, sucking. So what we have seen that there are different modes of feeding in different types of living organisms. Let's discuss some amazing facts about starfish. Do you know starfish pops out its stomach through its mouth to capture the food? After taking the food, the stomach then goes back into the body and the food is slowly digested. So how amazing it is? We use our hands for taking the food, but starfish directly use their stomach to capture the food. Students, now let's discuss digestion in humans. For the conversion of complex food substances into a simpler form, we have digestive system. In digestive system, there is a digestive tract and there are several digestive glands. This digestive tract is also called as alimentary canal. This alimentary canal starts from mouth and ends at the anus. And various digestive glands like liver, pancreas, salivary glands secrete digestive juices that helps in the conversion of complex food into the simpler form. Now let's discuss what happens to the food when it travels through the alimentary canal. There are a number of steps of nutrition in humans. These are ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. Let's discuss the first step of human nutrition, that is ingestion. It is the process of taking food into the body. We eat our food with the help of mouth. With the help of teeth, we chew our food into the small pieces. Tongue helps in the mixing of food with saliva. Saliva is secreted by salivary gland. After mixing the food with saliva, we swallow it. Our mouth consists of teeth, tongue, and saliva. Let's discuss them one by one. There are two sets of teeth in human: temporary teeth and permanent teeth. Temporary teeth are also called as milk teeth. They grow during infancy and they fall off at the age of 6 to 8 years. In case of permanent teeth, they grow after milk teeth. They fall off during old age or due to dental diseases. There are 4 types of teeth in our mouth: incisor, canine, premolar, and molar. They have different positions and different functions as well. When we talk about incisor, they are placed in front of mouth. After that we have canines, then premolars, and at the end of the jaw we have molars. Let's talk about the functions. As you can see, incisors help in cutting of the food. Canine help in tearing and piercing of the food. In case of premolar and molar, they help in crushing and grinding of food. So with the help of teeth, we can convert food into small pieces. Now let's calculate the number of permanent teeth in humans. As you can see, this table is describing the different types of teeth present in lower jaw and upper jaw respectively. There are 4 incisors in upper jaw and lower jaw, so in total we have 8 incisors. When we talk about canine, we have 2 canine in both upper jaw and lower jaw, so in total we have 4 canine. In case of premolars, we have 4 premolars in lower jaw and 4 premolars in upper jaw. So in total we have 8 premolars. Molars are 6 in both lower jaw and upper jaw. So in total we have 12 molars. So let's add them all. So in total we have 32 permanent teeth. Another thing which is present in mouth is tongue. Tongue have number of taste buds for different taste. As you can see, different regions are specified for different tastes. The tongue also helps in the mixing of food with saliva. Saliva is secreted by salivary glands which are present in our mouth. The different position of salivary gland are shown in this picture. Students, the process of digestion starts from mouth. The food component which starts their digestion first is carbohydrate. We swallow smaller pieces of food from mouth into the food pipe. Pharynx helps in swallowing process. Pharynx is common in both digestive as well as respiratory system. Then food passes to stomach through esophagus by the process peristalsis. Peristalsis is a process of contraction and relaxation of muscles present in food pipe. Due to this contraction and relaxation, the wavy movement arises. This wavy movement helps in the downward motion of food. This process of peristalsis occurs in entire alimentary canal. Let's talk about stomach. It is a J-shaped structure in which the gastric juice is present. Gastric juice is a collection of mucus, hydrochloric acid and digestive juices secreted by stomach wall. Gastric juice helps in breakdown of food. We have different function of all these components. As mucus protect the stomach wall from the action of hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid have several functions. First, it kills the bacteria if somehow they enter during ingestion. It also makes the acidic medium in stomach. This acidic medium helps the digestive juices to act. In stomach, protein digestion starts. Proteins are converted into little simpler form. In some cases, bacterial infection occur in stomach. These causes ulcers. After a certain period of time, food from the stomach enters into the small intestine, where food encounters with different kinds of chemicals. These chemicals are secreted by digestive glands. As liver is the largest gland of our body, it secretes bile juice. Bile juice is stored in a bag-like structure called gallbladder. Bile have important role in fat digestion. Without bile, fat digestion will not happen. Pancreas secretes pancreatic juice that acts on all types of complex food components, that is carbohydrates, fats and proteins. Secretion of all these glands enter into the small intestine with the help of tubes. So, in a small intestine, maximum digestion takes place. Small intestine is called as small due to its small diameter. Otherwise, its length is 7.5 meter. It is the longest part of alimentary canal. It is highly coiled structure which increases its length. It receives the secretion from all the digestive glands. That's why the maximum digestion takes place in small intestine. Small intestine also secretes their own digestive juices that help in digestion. Now, students, there are three parts of small intestine. Duodenum, this is the smallest part of small intestine. Jejunum and ileum. Ileum is the longest part of small intestine. In lower part of small intestine, digestion of all food components occur. As you can see, the complex foods like carbohydrate, proteins and fats are converting into their simpler form. That is, carbohydrate is converting into glucose, proteins are converting into amino acid, fats are converting into fatty acids and glycerol. Now after digestion, the digested food absorbed into the blood vessel with the help of villi which are present on the wall of intestine. Now this process is called absorption. Villi which are present on the wall of intestine increases the surface area for the absorption. As you can see in this animation, the simpler food from the small intestine are absorbed into the blood vessel with the help of villi. The absorbed substances are transported through the blood vessel to different parts of the body, where they are used to build complex substances such as proteins required by the body. This process is called assimilation. When the absorbed food reaches to the cell, the food is used up for the formation of energy. During this process, the absorbed food is further breaks down into carbon dioxide, water and energy in presence of oxygen. Now let's talk about large intestine. Large intestine is called as large due to its large diameter. Its length is 1.5 meter. Like the small intestine, large intestine also has three parts: colon, cecum and rectum. Finally, the undigested and unabsorbed food present in small intestine goes to the large intestine, where large intestine helps in absorption of water and minerals from the undigested food. Rectum, which is the last part of large intestine, stores semi-solid fecal matter, that is waste food, which is removed with the help of anus. So this is how the process of removal of waste food from rectum through the anus is called as digestion. So students, we have discussed all steps of human nutrition in detail. Let's talk about digestion in grass-eating animal. We have seen that in our daily life that grass-eating animals chewing continuously even when they are not eating. So why they are doing so? Let's discuss. Grass-eating animals like cows, buffaloes are called as ruminants because they have a special type of stomach called as rumen. These animals quickly swallow the grass and store it in rumen. It is a part of their stomach which is present between esophagus and the small intestine. Their food gets partially digested, and this partially digested food is called as curd. Later on, the curd returns to the mouth in small lumps and animals chews it. Students, this process is called as rumination. And that's why these animals are called as ruminants. Students, have you ever wondered why we cannot eat grass? Why these animals are eating grass? Why we are not herbivores? Let's solve this mystery. So, the grass is rich in cellulose. It is a type of carbohydrate. Ruminants like cow, buffalo can digest cellulose due to the presence of bacteria in rumen. These bacteria are not present in human. That's why we cannot eat grass. And that's why we are not herbivores. Now students, we are at our last topic, that is digestion in amoeba. Amoeba is unicellular organism which live in pond water. It is very small that we cannot see it without microscope. As being a single cell organism, it has cell membrane, nucleus, cell organelles, and number of bubble-like structure called vacuoles. There are finger-like projections in amoeba. This is called pseudopodia. When amoeba uses pseudopodia for movement, this is called as false feet. Now, amoeba feeds on microscopic organisms, which are very small. As you can see in this video, pseudopodia is used to capture the other organism. After capturing, the food is trapped inside the food vacuole, where amoeba secrete digestive juices. So hence, in case of amoeba, digestion occur in food vacuole. Amoeba do not have alimentary canal like us. So, this is amazing, isn't it? After digestion in the food vacuole, the food is absorbed by the amoeba, and the absorbed food is transported to different parts of the cytoplasm. Whereas the undigested food is expelled out by food vacuole, then the pseudopodia. So this is how the digestion in amoeba occurs. Thank you.